Hey there, everybody. My name is Gold. Welcome back to the H-Cast. It's been a hot minute. At least 3 minutes. Actually, the last time we recorded was last time we uploaded was the 18th of April. So it's been over a month. It's been over a month since we
It's next week. It's next week. This is the next episode. We didn't miss anything. What are you talking about? This is it.
We should just like skip the numbers and then be like, oh, they all got privated because we kept saying slurs.
Yes, let's go with that. Let's use that as our
That
cover.
is better than having missed a week.
Idea. Oh, absolutely. We can't miss another week. We can't miss another week.
We can't miss it. So what happened? I've been sick this past couple weeks. The fellas have been gone. I've been gay with the homies, which is a rite of passage, frankly.
We told you to do an episode before you were sick, while we were gone, to do an episode with the Texas fellas.
I told them. They're like, sure. And then I was just like, all right, we're going to do it. They're like, no. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, whatever. Anyways, I'm just going to drop this. I found out that I have watched 6.250198412698413 weeks of anime in my 18 years of existence.
Fantastic. I mean, that's one of the numbers in the history of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get to ranking some states, boys. So I'm gonna switch over here to this. I think Maine should go.
Make sure your mic's on. Let
me make
I
sure.
muted specifically Pilsbury's mic.
Of course. That's something that could happen. This video is going to get that ranking. We're going to make a ranking states part 2. Welcome back to ranking the states part 2. This one's going to get like
start a
billion. When
they add a few more states, we'll bring it back.
When they add a couple more states.
New update just dropped. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico got added.
Guam is a state. Guam is the 51st state.
The entirety of Canada.
All of it. It wasn't split up either. Just all of Canada.
Just all of Canada.
Yeah, Canada, the 52nd state of America. And then we add Puerto Rico as the 53rd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got one hell of an episode for you.
Only one.
Exactly one.
I cannot promise you the quality, but gosh darn it, can I promise you the quantity? Isn't that right, Greg?
Oh my God, he's up there by the fan. He's up by the fan. Don't hit him this time.
Oh, I'm going to hit on him. You're looking lovely this evening, buddy.
That's not what I wanted to hear. We're less than 5 minutes in. You're already hitting on your cat.
We are exactly 3 minutes in.
We're not back enough for this, man. Like this
we're so back. Because we recorded an episode the past couple weeks and haven't missed any.
That's right. We just got privated because of all the bad things we said.
All of the slurs we said. Don't check the Wayback Machine. They won't be there.
No.
Don't check it.
Like the one with the dog?
Don't check it.
Peabody?
Anyway, we've got a lot of things to talk about. So starting out, let's start with some Force.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen all the episodes of the newest season so far, and by Scrank Diddly, Sweet Sassy Molassie, John Scrank my crank. Let me tell you something.
No.
Sweet Giblets. This is a peak season of Gadzooks. Bury me in hot women because this has been a season.
It's not a phrase. It's not a phrase people use.
Shoot a monkey.
My new billet's going on off screen.
Shoot a monkey. There's a lot of monkeys to be shot. I'm going to shoot one of them.
That was just bury me hot women
around here.
Because this has been a season, and I frankly have really enjoyed it.
Frank Scrankly.
That's all right.
Yeah, me and Matt are on episode 5, maybe
5 or 6. I think we're 2 weeks behind.
I think we're 2 weeks. No,
Joker
we
could
are 3
be
weeks
anybody.
behind.
I don't know who he is.
There was one more dubbed episode that we haven't watched yet.
He's got the big ass J on his shirt. How can you not know who he is?
They all look the same.
He's Joker.
He's joking around.
Wait, so what's the last thing y'all have seen, man? Scrank me down. Wash me down.
Arthur and Dragon's battle just started. So
it would be crazy if Arthur thought he was a real dragon.
That'd be wild.
It's
almost like they probably named him that for plot convenience. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's to be ridiculous.
Yeah, the last thing that happened was he cut his arm open like this, on the top. He was like,
That's crazy. Sounds like he could use the sponsor of today's video.
We don't have a sponsor. We can't. They don't pay us.
My GoFundMe.
Welcome back to this. Yes. Jacob's GoFundMe.
Jacob's plane ticket to Chicago is in the link in the description.
Yeah.
Now, please why would I fly there? There's no reason.
Well, they know we live there.
I was gonna say they do tend to know we are in.
If they watch the 50 States video, then they know.
They definitely.
Well, apparently everybody did.
Yeah.
We bring it up a lot.
We tend to bring it up a lot, and apparently they did, because it did get 48 views, which is like the second. That's true. Well, why aren't you guys subscribed? Like, come on. Obviously, if we have 48 viewers, then not all the people who watch our videos are actually subscribed to this channel. So if you watch this video and you like the HCast, or it's just, that's probably me 8 times, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so it couldn't be me.
I don't know.
I clicked through it. I clicked through it once.
I skimmed through it I clicked through it twice.
That reminds me of the time that we went through the clicking through it convention.
That was crazy because they were like, you gotta click faster. We were like, shut the fuck up. We
were intently watching it. We're like, no, you just like skim it. And we're like, turns out we were in the wrong place. They all died.
We were not.
They were like, we could have gotten away with it too if we're meddling kids. And it was just the whole thing. And...
Yeah, I know. I mean, John Click was pissed.
He died there. It was crazy. Yeah. Just like Chacho.
Chacho.
I couldn't believe
it. Well, because that was when I don't think I could bring up that one on the episode, so I'll save that one. I'll save that one for a rainy day. Well, I'll tell Andrew.
It's raining right now for me. It's like
post-cast conversation.
We'll tell Andrew about that in the post-cast. It's probably a little something we should talk about.
Yeah. It's gonna be we gotta make sure to not say any bad things so this one doesn't get privated like the last I don't know how many HCast episodes did because we didn't miss a week. 5 HCast episodes did. 5.
Editor, put my social security number on screen.
You're
John Squid. No, John Squid's the editor. What are you talking about?
Sorry, it was.
He's been down bad the past couple.
Squid's our editor. John Squid's been down, but he has. Poor, we gotta
last week's did go up late because Squid couldn't edit it on time.
Right.
So it went up, but then it got taken down for.
See, that's what we gotta give Squid a spectacular episode today for him to edit and for him to see the joy in our faces to give him the joy that he needs. You know, yeah, we all know John Squid's going. Squid, throw Jacob's social security number on screen. We all know he's going through a tough time. His girlfriend just broke up with him.
James Brown died.
James Brown died. I mean, Josh Boyd totaled his car. It's like
you cannot say that.
It's fine. It's fine. We've said other people. We've said other people's names on the HCast before. It's all okay for the 2 people that watch the. Well, I guess now 48 people who watch the cast. They're not going to give a shit.
We had to censor the restaurant down the street from my house.
We did have to censor that. So, editor, throw the invisible title card over his name.
Yeah, okay.
Now let's move on.
I don't really care.
Are we still talking about Fire Force anymore?
Oh yes. Okay, so there was one very funny part. I think it was in the most recent episode. I think it was after it was after the episode was over, right? Matt and I were watching the ending. Obi's about to get the bug put in him, right? I'm like, wouldn't it be crazy if Obi's muscles were just too tough for the bug to bite through?
We were like, boy, wouldn't that be really stupid?
That would be so dumb if that happened.
And then it did.
And then it did. And then it happened, and we were like,
one moment, fellas, I gotta take this call.
I don't know if this is a bet.
It's his ex-wife. It's Jenna copyright. It's his ex-wife. She's dead. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this. Also, are we still on air?
I think we're. I'm gonna play it up as we're still on air.
I'm not.
No.
No.
Well, I guess not. Hang on a second. I gotta take this call.
You have no call. I know damn well no one's calling you. I don't have a single fucking person is calling you right now. What's up? Uh-huh. Yeah. You guys having a good day? I was about to call you.
Isaac.
What's up?
I don't know. I could hear two of you now because I still have my headphones on.
I can hear two of you.
Classic. Oh, probably because I'm like in my basement, just like kind of further away from my mic.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I could assume because I could hear you. I can also kind of hear myself.
Yeah, that's because I'm right here now.
Well, so, I can see that. I'm looking at the camera.
What's up?
What's up? I don't have you on speaker.
I do have you on speaker.
That must be why.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I really hope this is all on recording.
I mean, there's a chance. I don't know.
A per chance.
I mean, perhaps.
Per chisel.
Very possibly.
Per chiddly chew.
It could be.
Alright, I'll call you later.
Alright, yeah. This just got off the phone with this bitch. He was such an idiot, man.
Yeah, I know. I got off with the phone with this motherfucker. He's not a very good. He's not a very good guy. I don't like him very much.
I hate that schmuck.
Loser. Where the fuck is this? Is Jerp? Where did he go?
Taking a call.
Oh, he's back. Oh, well, now he has something. What? Was
food? I would assume.
Was that all recording? Was that all recorded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Very glad it was. Alright. So where were we? Fire Force? We finished Fire Force. Jacob, do you have anything to talk about? Because if not, then I'll hop into Black Clover. Okay. Black Clover. Oh, baby. Black Clover. It's one of the shows. It's a spectacular show. Jacob recommended it to me, of course. I always kind of Black Clover, I think you really like it. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll watch it next then. And I did. And I'm on like episode 140 or something now. I'm pretty close to the time skip. And it's going spectacularly. I'm so happy I watched it. It's so good. It's got beautiful pacing. It's got fantastic characters. And all of the characters are like getting development and stuff now, and it's great because there was like at the beginning of the show there's some characters that are boring, and it's like, oh, the Black Bulls, like half of them don't matter, but now all the characters have like so much depth in them, and it's so I love all the characters. They're all good, and yeah, I'm having a lot of fun watching the show, and I really think it's a good one because it's Black Clover. It's long enough where there's so much time to like build story and plot and stuff, but it's not like One Piece level of length where I didn't want to watch One Piece at first because it was so long.
You're a bitch, yeah.
Fuck you.
No.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of Black Clover. I really like it. I think Asta is a really good main character. Honestly, he's probably my second favorite main character. He's above Luffy, yeah. I think he's above Luffy. Because my list is probably Ed, Asta, Luffy. I'm a big fan of Asta because he's never really annoyed me to a certain scrunk. Luffy annoyed me at the beginning of One Piece.
Yeah, but he's not the goat, so it's like it's different. Like he's not the greatest.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, Asta. I mean, John Asta. You can't get much better than John Asta.
Yeah, but like I was rewatching. I was bored the other day, right? So I watched 10-15. Oh my god! Right? Like
it squelched.
That's John episode right there. Like it is hot as dick, and like I don't think any show could get to that level.
I mean, I've not gotten to 10-15, but I'm sure it is fantastic, and I'm sure it is John episode. But yeah, I mean, like I always say, One Piece is spectacular. I love One Piece, but it's like there's certain shows that are in my preference that I just like them because I like that type of show more, and Black Clover's like that type of show. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm like
I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say anything. What the fuck?
You're being a rude little bitch.
All I did was I didn't even say anything. I didn't even like.
You did like a sarcastic asshole. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't know what the fuck are you talking about. I didn't even say anything.
But yeah. Point being, I really like Black Clover. I finished the big devil fight a while ago. Really fun. Really liked it.
Pretty good fight, honestly.
I thought it was very good. It is. It's actually a really good fight, and it's nice because it has a bunch of like everybody in it, which is really cool. And then I just met the Heart Kingdom queen and the Water Spirit and all that stuff. And I'm like getting through all the stupid filler episodes that don't matter to the plot at all. And then I'm almost to the part where things are relevant again, and I will actually, like start binging it again, because I'm watching like 2 filler episodes a day. Like they're not filler episodes, but they're like really boring.
Yeah. It has a stretch of episodes that are like, okay.
Yeah. But I'm really excited. I think this final arc that's made is going to be really good. I don't know how many arcs I still have to get through. I think it's only one more probably. Excuse me.
Possibly.
It's only like 25 episodes. So it's probably one more arc until the show ends, and then they're in the final arc in the manga right now. So hopefully that gets made in the next, 26 years.
I think it's supposed to happen in 2028. That's what I heard. Like an actual, like that's whenever they're actually doing it.
I mean, there's been a lot of speculation, but like I don't know.
Well, because they have to wait till they finish Bleach first.
That's true. They do have to wait till they finish Bleach. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited for the end of Black Clover. I think it's gonna be very good. And yeah, it's awesome. I love Black Clover. I would talk into depth, but I bet Matt is gonna watch it sometime, so I won't.
I've been playing blocks, so.
Throughout my segment of the video, okay,
I got randomly attacked for no reason, so I didn't give a fuck what you said. I didn't even say anything. He's just talking, and he goes, "Yeah, fuck you." I didn't even say anything.
Because you were like smiling, and you went, "Mm-hmm." When I
someone said something outside. My mom called me.
You were lying through your teeth. You were lying through your teeth. Get out of here. Get out of here.
What do you want me to do? I'll do like I'll. Right-handed Scrod. All right.
It's a pretty solid accusation.
And then I just get like verbally abused in front of the castees.
All 48 of them.
All 48 of them. All right. Well, I'm done talking about Black Clover, so we can. What's next up on the old agenda? Not agenda.
Have you seen that? That reminded me of this one picture. Have you guys seen it? Fuck, what is it? What is it? I can't think of it right now, but it's something to do with like them saying gender like that, and now I'm gonna rack my brain about this the rest of the time.
Well, while you rack your brain, I'll talk about the old My Squirrel Vigilantes.
Oh, absolutely! Please do.
It's pretty peak. I have it ranked higher than the original My Hero at the moment because there's 0 twinks, and I enjoy that about the show.
Oh yeah, there are some twinks.
The main character is a twink for most of the show.
Yeah, I was gonna say main character. Till about season 6.
Actually, nice.
but they just feel more relatable because it's like they're not these big flashy heroes with these big flashy quirks. In fact, one of the main characters doesn't even have a quirk. He's just strong.
Knuckle Duster. That's his name, ain't it?
Yeah. He just beats the crap out of people, and I appreciate that.
Classic,
That's Knuckle Duster, man.
Yeah, he's kind of the goat. Yeah. I'm not gonna say
Saying
too
his
much
name
because I don't want to spoil anything. But there was a quirk that I thought was really, really cool. Where like if this person grabs your hand, then it acts like a polygraph test, and they can tell if you're lying or not. That's a very cool quirk. That's one of those that you go like, yeah, not a good hero quirk, but it's a good like.
I mean, it's a good
quirk.
It's a smart quirk. It's a smart quirk. It's like, yeah, it's a smart.
But other than that, you're just a person.
I saw the other two Skrunks quirks, and the one girl's is good, like the being able to just jump, right? Or like she won't take fall damage, basically. Isn't that hers? I don't know her name. The main girl.
Hop step.
And then but the guys is like on. It sounds
like
good.
Slip and slide thing.
Yeah, but it's like, have you seen that one video of that guy yelling about it, where it's like, how it's like, it's good, but the fact that he has to have like 3 contact points kind of fucks it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I've heard his quirk gets really good by the end of the show, apparently.
So he's gonna have like, I was gonna say like by midway through the show he only needs 2 contact points, and then it's 1 at the end or something
0,
like that. I don't know.
Just none.
He just flies.
He just flies.
It says leap allows the user to leap at very high and large distances. The quirk is not related to flight, so the user needs a foothold to jump off of. When activated, the quirk lets the user leap high and fall without taking any damage, meaning the quirk acts as a cushion when activated. Leap cannot cushion a normal fall that occurs outside of its usage, meaning that the user can be at risk of injury or death if they fall from high enough point. The quirk also requires a solid surface for it to work well. If the surface is muddy or soft, it can impact the effect of the quirk, lessening the distance and height the user can move.
Yeah. I only heard about the cushioning part. I didn't know that she could jump higher from it.
Yeah. No, she jumps high. She's also 14 apparently. So
I saw the discourse online about it. Because I remember when it was like when this was announced, like I don't know, like a year ago or something, that they had to change her costume because it was too like weird for a 14-year-old to have.
I thought they were all supposed to be college students. I guess not.
No, the main character, the guy is a college student. Knuckle Duster's some like 60-year-old man.
He's like 40, yeah, he's like a man.
And Pop Step's 14.
But yeah, I remember like people were like complaining that they had to change the costume, and I'm like, she's like, what's your damage here? What are we doing? What's the
problem here?
But
yeah.
Yep.
And she's like madly in love with the main guy too. It's crazy.
Naturally.
Yikes.
He like helps this girl like study the vigilantes, and
I've seen her.
But come here.
Who? I didn't.
Yeah. So you can let go.
Sorry,
don't worry.
You were so far
Don't
behind
worry.
for me that it like I was just hanging
it took
out.
a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen her.
Anyway, and she like follows them around, and she's like, "Well, it's fine that he's helping her, but why does she have to be a girl?" I'm like, she definitely feels 14. Like she's one of those people that you go like, "Yeah, she's 14," because that's like the dumbest logic I've heard. It's like, yeah, you are like a freshman in high school.
Or an 8th grader.
Or a really young sophomore, apparently. I don't know.
I was gonna say, or an oddly young sophomore.
Or a really, really
No, it would be
held back 6th grader.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or a very, very stupid kindergartner. One of many of those.
Anyway, I really enjoyed it, and I really don't want to say too much. But, Hero Killer Stain pulled up at one point.
I saw that. I saw that he
Oh
was
yeah,
there. Yeah.
that's
I saw he was there. I saw
actually
what's his face's brother was there, right?
Oh yeah, John Hero.
John Hero, yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah. See, I was expecting a name that I would have recognized and be like, oh yeah, that guy, John Hero. Yeah.
I heard. I don't know if it's happened yet, but I heard like later on, Aizawa was like really important in it.
Oh yeah, Aizawa pulled up and got his ass beat by
forgot
Knuckle
Aizawa
Duster.
was in it.
I was like a Knuckle Duster, but yeah, like I've seen like manga covers for like the later volumes, and he's like very prominently featured.
Yeah, all the manga's
like,
at my local Books A Million. I was thinking about buying it.
Classic.
Ouch.
When we come down to the old Texas, we'll go to the local Books A Million and check out the manga section.
Uh-huh.
I have something to tell y'all later, but I can't say it on
more
the cast.
something else to add on to the postcast.
Conversation.
Circumscription.
I also
okay.
I watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners the other night. Yesternight, as a matter of fact.
It's big.
It was pretty darn good. A couple more naked people than I expected. By that I mean like 8 too many.
Yeah, I didn't need to see David's Johnson, but I mean.
Yeah, or that other guy who was pissing in a barrel's Johnson.
Well, there was like the one where it's like David and I don't remember his name, so I'm just gonna say the black guy.
Maine
are sitting. Maine, that's right. They're sitting in the room, and then what's her face just walks out and just like sits on David.
Yeah, it was good. It was. I was playing Persona while I did it too, so I was
I was too. And I was also playing Persona 4 while watching Cyberpunk.
And I look over and it's like,
I gotta do both.
It's a rite of passage to play Persona 4 and watch Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
was I playing 4? I was. Wait, was I?
I gotta finish 5 still.
I was playing 3.
Are we all aware? Are we all aware about the circumscription about Cyberpunk and what goes on within the binds of the series?
Isn't it really not similar to the Skrunk?
It's got the same main guy, I think. The same main bad guy. I think Dick Johnson's the same bad guy. I forget his name. What's his name?
Classic. Dick Johnson. You got it right there.
I didn't remember Maine's name. I don't remember Dick Johnson's name. And Maine's like a main character.
The guy at the end who's like, you would have been a great construct.
Gus Fring, yeah, I know, but like I don't
know not
Faraday.
Name.
Oh,
the other guy.
That's right. That's that guy. Yeah, I don't even know who you're talking about. Oh, the guy he fights?
Yeah, Busty Sexinator.
What that means?
That's even worse than Dick Johnson.
I know who you're talking about now, but I don't know his name.
Hold on. Adam Smasher. There we go. I was close.
Oh yes, that's right. Well, I knew who you were talking about, but yes, that is his name.
Dick Johnson was not that far off.
I mean, I guess.
That's a good one too. Dick Johnson, get the fuck out of here.
Anyway,
David's just a colossal cell. Like the whole time, pretty much he's throwing.
Like the Pokemon.
Yes.
I'm gonna mute Andrew deafen Andrew for a second while I say this. I'm gonna hold your foreskin while I say this, Andrew. So we can hear him. I don't think he knows that.
We can hear him.
We can hear you, by the way.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
Whenever Dick Johnson like kills him or whatever, does Andrew know that David dies?
Hang on, fellas. I'm getting a call. Let me just take this.
I don't think he does.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Like whenever he was like, "You would have made a great contract," he's like, "Shut up," and then he gets shot. I went. You know, I had a little moment of bust of sadness, and then she went to the moon and she like did the thing, and then like he appeared, and I was like, "Oh God!"
It was tough.
And I went,
Get it.
I'm just like, it pisses me off how stupid David is. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Which I know is the point.
I'm gonna undeafen the feller now.
And
then he whipped his cock out, and it was all chromed out, and I.
That's what happened. I mean, Lucy's the goat, though. She's my favorite of the show.
Yeah. I promise.
Classic.
A flight to the moon.
Flight to the moon.
Like the
I
song?
Want to Stay at Your House. That's the name of the song that like everyone loves. The one that plays at the end.
I couldn't wait for you. Copyright. Oh,
yeah. Oh, fuck.
To the school.
Yeah.
Not for me.
You got expelled after you beat the crap out of that one rich kid.
What I did.
Yeah, I would have probably also done that.
I feel bad for David's mom. She didn't deserve any of that.
I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I guess if it never happened, nothing else would have ever happened.
But she also tried her best.
Yeah, I mean, like, it sucks that you know.
Yeah.
But that had to happen.
It was the inciting incident. Like, nothing happens with that.
Oh, shit.
He doesn't get laid if that doesn't happen. So.
True. That is true. Damn it. Yeah, that show made me sad. I was sitting there, I hadn't taken a shower yet, so I walk in the shower, I turn it on, I'm like,
shit. I could talk about something that doesn't make people sad. It's One Piece. All right.
I love One Piece.
In a few weeks it'll make people sad because we're in Kuma territory.
I was gonna say
we started the old flashback and that clip of him and Bonnie was sick.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like, I'm telling you, when he starts running, I bring it up every time. When we see those frames of him running, I'm fucked. I am hooked when we see that. And like this episode was solid. I mean, it's just the start. Next week's is gonna be better because it's God Valley.
Right. No, but
and just like seeing Roger and Garp and Edward Newgate is gonna be crazy.
Starting out Kuma's backstory, it's like what reading in the manga, you're like, damn, that's sad for shizzle. And then you're sitting there, and he's just like, one, dun, 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 one, and you're like,
what the,
you know?
And that art style too is really cool.
It is like very good.
The drawn one.
Yeah.
And as for like, since all the other episodes got taken down, we'll briefly mention the One Piece episodes that we haven't talked about in an episode that's up.
Right.
Of course. Yeah, because these were all topics of the last episodes.
So particularly the Luffy versus Kizaru fight, and then Saturn pulling up. And I mean, oh my god.
Luffy versus the Kizaru fight? Wow. I squelched.
It was crazy. Here's the thing, like that fight was great. But I thought that the Saturn episode was better. Because like from once Saturn stood up to the end of the episode, I was just like, no other show's doing it like One Piece. Like when he's like actually spawning. Chris. Yeah, everybody hates Chris. When he's like spawning in and the two fellas are there and they're like, what the fuck? And then one of them just fucking dies. Like that was crazy. And then the part where it's his outline that like run towards the skrunk. You know?
Right.
Like that was sick. And then you know, Bonnie and stuff, and I was, oh my god.
I mean, I love it. It's no Odin, you know. My goat.
No.
My goat.
He would
a lot of goats. He's a goat.
I mean, Odin's just the best. Like
yeah.
That 20 episode flashback was sick. That sounds sarcastic, but I loved it.
Oh, me too. I saw an edit and it had like Odin's backstory, and over top of it was Hiralux like, when do you think a man dies?
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it was
Odin, I love Odin. Wano's peak, man. This show is just so peak. Oh
yeah, can't believe Seneca hates it.
I keep seeing his reposts making fun of One Piece.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not a fan. He's not a fan.
I don't know how. Like I mean, I guess
I think he'll like it as much as I do.
All the stuff we're talking about is happening now.
Yeah,
or like
I was
recently,
gonna say,
so
I
he
have
won't
no
know.
fucking clue what any of the shit you're talking about, but like it's fine.
But like, I don't know how like anyone could like just an edit of Odin would be like, fuck yeah. Jacob saw a clip of 10:15 and then watched the whole show. Like that's, and he did it in like record time.
Didn't want to.
3 months.
Oh yeah, wait a second. The deal's off, by the way. I mean, the deal never happened, so you guys owe me. You said if I watched the first 60 episodes of One Piece, we would go to the Sox game.
Yeah, we'll go to a Sox game.
Go to a Sox game next time. When he's here.
I guess that's.
It's not like I'm banned.
If we didn't kick him out of the state, he just can't come right now.
Yeah. Pritzker was like, no. Sky?
Let's go in
Sky?
Yeah.
Jacob the Axolotl? No. Pritzker's not.
Whenever I'm a super cool voice actor, we'll hang out on set.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And one Jacobs in One Piece is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, when I'm directing.
You should voice Gabon's kid.
The thing is like if One Piece goes for long enough, it is theoretically possible for me to have graduated college and voice a character in One Piece.
I mean, I want to voice act as well. It's really. I feel like it would be so fun. Like Jacob wants to do it as a main thing. I want to do it as something like I do, but I also want to script write and direct. So when I'm script writing when I'm directing like
a movie for One Piece,
a movie for One Piece.
One Piece film Skrunk, and then it's crazy.
Yeah, One Piece film Skrunk. It's gonna be spectacular.
When Luffy drops there's the One Piece. I mean, perchance.
You could. I don't actually think you could voice Gabon's kid. I mean, I guess you could, but like, we'll probably see him animated in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Assuming there's no breaks.
No,
it's really not that long.
I'll be deep in the bowels of them finding the One Piece.
You'll be John Peace.
I'll be random Skrunk on Shank's crew. That nobody knows.
You'll be lime juice. It'll be crazy. Yeah.
I'll be the Sunny.
Be fantastic.
Well, hey there, Luffy.
I think the Sunny has a voice acting.
Uh-huh.
You should have replaced Frankie when they needed a guy. Just you speak Japanese.
Super.
Yeah, exactly.
Hondoni. Sugoi.
Super. All right. Well, how much time do we have left? Do we have enough time for the segment?
Yeah, we're at 37 minutes.
Oh yeah, we got enough time.
Shall we scrank into the segment? How's it going, boys?
Let's steggy-weggy it up.
Welcome back to the HCast. My name is Gold, and we're doing a segment. Now this segment,
do this a lot.
This segment is a segment that a lot of people have heard of. Lots of people have done it.
Maybe. I guess.
They call it John's segment. Great guy.
Johnson.
Very possibly.
We're throwing the main characters into the old Emon Slayer and seeing how well they'd realistically do at sword fighting. You know, fighting demons, scriting demons, if you will. We'll put them through like the story of it a little bit too, maybe. See how good they'd be at tracking down the old Uzan, the old Kibutsuji Muzan, if you squill.
Jackson.
Are we I got a question. Are we going only as far as the show then?
I mean,
I haven't read the manga.
I mean, I've read some of the manga. Okay. So, I mean, like, to be fair, you could just be like, oh, they're in the castle. They're in the castle.
They're in the castle.
Oh my god.
I don't know. We're also going to be kissing violently.
No.
This was agreed upon before.
This is not true.
Pull up the contract.
It wasn't in the contract. This was not in the contract.
Underline
it. This was not in the contract.
You know what? Squid, kill Matt.
This was not in the contract.
Kill Matt. Kill him. Kill him.
I did sign it.
Kill him.
Blow up his head. Give him head.
I did agree. Whoa.
All right, first guy.
Whoa.
Are we doing with their powers or like how they would do without their powers?
No powers. They're just scrunklers with swords.
They have whatever breathing style they have. And also, are we doing them like in replacement, like Tanjiro's replacement?
Yeah.
Or like...
We'll just do it like we did for ReZero and Full Metal. Right?
Right.
Not Full Metal. Oh yeah, we did Full Metal.
No, we almost did Full Metal.
That's what we almost did. We did
Hunter
Hunter.
Hunter.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Hunter.
First up.
So whatever breathings.
You know him. You love him. Deku.
Man, I guess like sunbathing probably. I feel like
probably sunbathing. Yeah. Well, they can also have their own styles.
He wouldn't have a breathing style until someone gave one to him. You know.
Yeah,
naturally.
Yeah. Goku's like,
you can't breathe until I allow you to.
No, the guy, the younger brother, Genya can't use a breathing style either.
I know.
That's true.
But then someone teaches him sun breathing, I guess. Because I don't know what else he would do. He doesn't really have like a scrunk, you know.
Maybe he just wouldn't have a breathing style. Maybe that's his whole thing.
He just never gets one. He's always like cocked.
Yeah, but he just
he's like
through hard work and determination, you know. And then he finds out there were 8 demons living inside of him, and they each have their own breathing style.
But he has all of them.
Yeah.
So then he has all of them. Yeah. I think he's winning. If he has all breathing styles.
No, I think if Deku doesn't have a breathing style, because without his powers, he is just a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's his whole thing, is that he doesn't have power, normally.
He probably dies on Spider Mountain.
I got a question. Are we doing like the thing where Gyu like saves Nezuko and all that? Is Nezuko all of their sister?
Yes.
Collectively?
It's just replacing Tanjiro's personality with whoever.
It's a hyposcretical.
Whoever it is. It's a hyposcretical situation. Okay. So it's quite literally Deku, but if he was in the exact same scenario as Tanjiro. So his family was all just murdered by Muzan. Nezuko's his sister, all that.
No, it's just All Might, but like you can't use one for all.
It's All Might instead of Gyu.
Yeah, I think he dies on Spider-Man.
I also think he dies on Spider-Man.
I don't think he makes it past the training thing.
I think he does. He's still trained. He trained without powers anyway.
Yeah, but he barely.
I think he'll make it past.
Almost killed himself with one for all.
Yeah, but he cleaned up that beach in like a year. Remember, he did all that stuff on the beach before he got his powers. And he was lifting all that. So I think he could break the rock without the breathing style, assuming he can get to the same strength he does.
Yeah. He
doesn't survive the Demon Slayer training Skrunk. Because Spider Mountain happens after Demon Slayer training Skrunk.
I think he could do that. I mean,
you think he could beat
what I was saying? I guess I didn't say that properly.
Sabito? You think he could beat the guy who killed Sabito? I don't think so.
I think he could.
I don't know, man.
I disagree. I don't think he could beat the guy. I don't think he could beat the hand demon.
I think he could. I also don't think he'd like fight the hand demon too. Like I think he might just scrunk out of there. No. Because all you have to do is live.
Not save the guy, but the guy's gonna get killed by the hand demon.
Whole thing. He saves people.
I forgot the guy was there. It's been a while since I've seen this show. To be frank, like the cyborg. Like it's been a while.
Like Skrank.
Speaking of cyborgs, when are we doing that D&D campaign, boys?
Nah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we can do it whenever. Like I got time.
Sure, I'll just be gone.
Now we have time.
When I come back, we can crank it up.
Yeah, spectacular. All right. All right. We'll say. I
don't think he ever survives very long, but
no. All right.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Oh wait, never mind. I would say he loses in the fucking swamp guy, where he goes through the Skrunks.
Oh yeah, he totally loses in Swamp Guy. He totally loses.
He doesn't win that because he gets pulled down in the thing. Because the only reason Tanjiro won that is because of Skrunk, so he would get pulled down and drown.
Yep. Yeah, Jacob does not remember that. He loses to Swamp Guy. We'll say that. We'll say we'll give him the benefit of the doubt for the Demon Slayer training Skrunk, but then he loses to Swamp Guy.
All right, next we got the Ruto.
I don't think I'm qualified. I mean, I've seen like 70 episodes of the show. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Naruto's like not that important right now. That's just the only thing. He's just kind of like a side character in this show.
He's like, he's very determined. Hey, that's what he's got going for him. That's about it.
What would he have, like flame breathing?
I guess. Well, I mean, technically, wouldn't you give him like the breathing of his like chakra affinity that he has? Because that's what Which you don't know.
What his chakra affinity is.
I do, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. So let's go with sure. Flame breathing sounds good.
So flame breathing. So I think he makes it decently far. I think he beats Rui.
And we'll also say that I don't remember the guy's name. The guy who trained Tanjiro. Whatever.
John Sexmeister.
I don't think
John
that's his
Ubiyashiki.
name. Ubiyashiki's the head guy of the Demon Slayers.
The head guy?
Oh yeah, he is. Shit.
We'll just say that that guy will teach them whatever breathing instead of water breathing.
Urokodaki.
Yeah, we'll just say he teaches whatever breathing it is.
Yeah, he teaches whatever breathing it is.
I think. Well, here's the thing with the spider mount. Is the only reason Tanjiro won was because he unlocked sun breathing during that fight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to kind of play with some semantics here. Like,
here's the thing though. Like, who do you think is this also? Are we doing like at the beginning of the series, and they progressively get better as they go through, or are we just like? Okay, so who was better? Episode 20 Naruto or episode 20 Tanjiro?
Well, here's the thing. Tanjiro starts off physically very strong because there's a 2-year time skip in the third episode.
That's correct.
So it's like Tanjiro has all that. Like physically, he's very strong.
Which means there would be a 2-year time skip for the Naruto, which means he would be Shippuden age.
I guess that's true.
Which means he'd be 16, by the way.
Yeah, so I don't know how old Tanjiro is. Probably the same age.
He's 15.
He's 15.
Oh, you have that unlocked.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere.
I thought this was common knowledge. I don't know, man.
I think Naruto could pull something out.
Well, I mean,
I think he beats Spider Village. I don't think he wins.
Way, that he never gives up.
I think Naruto. What's the scrunk after Spider? It would be the train.
It's jump right to Mugen Train, yeah, and I don't think he wins Mugen Train.
Yeah, because I don't think Naruto's smart enough. Actually, it's not true. Naruto is kind of smart. No. Naruto's like low-key smart, but I don't think he would figure out the dream thing.
He's got very high battle IQ, but he's dumb.
Yeah, I don't think he'd figure out the dream thing because that's not like battle-wise. That's like a scrunk.
Yeah.
Or he would figure it out, but he wouldn't be able to go through killing himself all this time.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I guess we figured it out. Next is Asta.
Yeah. I think
he's kind of John's sword.
I think he's kind of John's sword, and I
wouldn't worry about his sword capabilities.
He's also jacked beyond belief.
I was gonna say he is better than Tanjiro at the beginning, so I think he beats Spider Mountain. I also think he beats Mugen Train because I think he's going to be able to figure out Dream Scrunk, and he's going to be better at killing himself than Tanjiro was. He's killing himself right and left and right. I think he beats Mugen Train. And honestly, I think he beats Akaza right there. No, I'm joking. I'm fucking.
It's a bold claim.
Well, how about this? How about we say this? I don't know his whole scrunk.
Asta's the greatest. Asta's the greatest. No, I'm joking.
I don't know his whole scrunk, but we could say we can whenever. Hold on, Bream's texting me. We've said his name, so I should say.
Oh my god, we've said his name. We've said Boyd's name. It's fine. It doesn't matter. At this point, we should just list the school people who go to our school.
But we could say I don't know how he progresses with his strength with his grimoire, but when they get sun breathing, we can attribute that to a different power up the person gets.
So Asta gets Devil Guy when Tanjiro gets sun breathing, and at least because I think that is an equivalent thing, because his first Devil Guy is very, very powerful, and then when he's fighting the big Devil Guy, then he gets a second Devil power up. And I think that's so. We'll give him.
I would say
he gets devil power up when he's fighting.
His first devil power would be his power up that he would get, where he can use the anti magic to flow through him, and he's all demony.
Oh, yeah, demon.
Is that do you think that's strong enough to be Akaza? Because Akaza's still pretty
strong.
No,
I was fucking around with you. It's just because I like Asta so much, and I was making it.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. But I think he makes it past Mugen Train. Entertainment District, that's when it gets a little because
is Asta smart?
No.
He's not really he's not smart, but he's not a total idiot. He's kind of like, I feel like he's kind of like Naruto, where he's like, I mean, I guess I can't.
Naruto's got really good battle IQ though. Like
Asta does too. Like I feel like he's smart in battle. He's got his yeah. That's the perfect way to put that. He's got his moments. He can figure stuff out, and he will like come up with a way to beat an enemy, like by using his anti magic.
From what I'm hearing from Jacob, it sounds like he thinks
know.
Naruto's smarter in that regard.
I do. I think Naruto is smarter in totality.
Because here's another strong.
Like he's just fucked in Entertainment District then.
Even though Naruto loses in the train, and we established that, I think he would win in Entertainment District.
Oh yeah.
I just think it's just the dream thing that fucks him over. Because the Entertainment District was such a coin toss, but also they had to be smart the whole time. And because Tanjiro, it's so weird putting these guys here because Tanjiro is such a well-rounded character.
Yeah. He's not good at one thing because he's just a guy with a sword. He's just good at all the things.
Yeah, he's jacking off the trades, man. It's crazy. It's just
why is he jacking off the trades?
That is a crazy thing to say. I would never say anything like that. How dare you?
Yes, you would never say anything like that.
Squid kill him. So yeah, Asta beats Mugen Train, but he doesn't make it past Entertainment District.
Edward.
Fair enough. Asta, actually, let me say something. Asta is like Zenitsu, but like not attracted to women very much, except Sister Lily.
Okay.
Like Zenitsu's kind of a pervert. Asta's like Zenitsu, but not a pervert. So yeah.
Who's next?
Right.
Edward. Elric.
I think Ed wins out. To be honest, I think he wins the whole thing because I think he's just Tanjiro. He's just Tanjiro, but better at everything
and shorter.
So
exactly. Yeah, and shorter.
And Tanjiro's not that tall.
Tanjiro's pretty short, actually.
Yeah, he's like 5'8", 5'7". Like he's not that tall.
Tanjiro's like about as tall as me, and I think Ed at the end of the series is also about as tall as me.
No, at the end of the series, that's like
he's 5'5".
Because Ed gets like really tall. Series.
Ed does get a lot taller at the end.
Because he's taller than Winry at the end.
Tanjiro's like 5'5". 134 pounds.
He's
damn. Tanjiro's lighter than me.
I thought he would. I mean, he's jacked. I thought he'd be like 145 or something.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, he's jacked and 5'5". I thought he'd be like 160 with all that muscle, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Ed just wins.
Yeah.
There's nothing really to it.
Honestly.
Really?
Yeah, Ed's very good.
Next, Luffy. He's so cooked.
He's so
Luffy.
Fucked. He's so fucked.
Here's the thing. I think he loses. I think he loses in the same place Naruto does.
I think he loses earlier.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I also think he loses.
I don't think so because it's the time skip too.
What breathing style? What breathing style does he use? Rubber breathing.
I would think.
Serpent breathing.
He's a normal guy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, actually, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that.
I think he loses the same place Naruto does because a 2-year Luffy time skip is crazy. Like,
we're not going by 2-year Luffy time skip. We're just going like.
Well,
we gave Asta the time skip. Yeah, we gave Asta the time skip.
Well, we didn't.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Well, Tanjiro got 2 years, so I feel like it's fair that everyone else does too.
We're assuming they get 2 years.
Okay, well then I think Asta wins in Entertainment District because it has not been 2 years since the start of Black Clover. Where I am right now, it has not been 2 years since the start of Black Clover.
I'm going off Jacob's knowledge here because he's. I mean, I don't know because he knows both. Because we were giving him like the comparison with Naruto's intelligence because that was the killer.
So Asta gets the second double power up too, then basically.
From what I understand, I don't believe he's smart enough to win.
Yeah, I don't think he wins in Mugen Train. If I'm really honest, that's really where I fall. I don't think Asta wins Mugen Train. He's very dumb.
Is he not? I guess. Sure. You know what? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, bear with. I don't know much about this guy.
They call me
I'm
I
John
don't know.
Knowledge about Asta.
Maybe I just like Asta so much that I'm pushing him forward unintentionally. But
Well, listen,
I don't know. I think Asta's very good.
I love Loof. He also loses at Mugen Train, I think, because I don't think he'd be smart enough to figure out the thing.
Yeah, agreed.
But I think he's definitely strong enough to win every fight prior to that.
Next, Subaru, which unironically, I think he does like well. He would do well in the Mugen Train thing.
He would, because he does that. That's his shtick.
That's his thing.
That's his shtick. So
does he make it? Does he make it to there though?
What breathing style would Subaru have?
Is there like a shadow style or something? I don't know.
I was gonna say, is there like a shadow breathing? There could also be like a death breathing.
How long has it been
Maybe he
since
makes
the
his
start
own,
of
like
ReZero?
Inosuke did.
It's been
because I know there's a time skip. I know there's a year time skip.
There's a 1 year time skip, so probably about a year and a half.
It's been about a year and a half. Okay.
Since the start.
Maybe this is just my ReZero hatred speaking. But after a year and a half of being there, Subaru doesn't impress me that much battle wise. Like I'm not saying he's fucked.
Agreed. He's not like great in battle because I don't think
he's never good battle.
But like
I don't think he ever trained to be good at battle though in a year and a half. To be fair.
I guess that's true.
I think if 2 years of doing nothing but straight busting on that rock, I think he'd
busted on the rock. I mean, I guess maybe it's just my bias. I don't like. I think he'd do. Like I agree with you that he would beat the train, but I don't know if he like wins that fight after getting out of there.
I think here's the thing with Subaru. I think Subaru would do good because he would use the people around him to the best of his abilities. Subaru himself would not do anything super spectacular, but because he's smart and because he can make up like good plans and stuff, I think he could use the people around him to the best of his abilities and win a lot of the fights. That's what I think. Because even if he loses to Akaza, so I'm gonna go with like the Naruto thing, where I think even if he loses to Akaza at the end of Mugen Train, I think he still wins Entertainment District because he could come up with a plan.
I agree with your saying, and I get it. It makes sense, but that puts me in a thing like I think he loses to the spiders then. Because everyone is split up for that. Okay, and it's not a situation where like, they could be together. They are all off doing something else. Yeah, so it has to be him in that fight.
He probably does.
He probably but I agree with you that he would win those other ones. I mean, not Mugen Train. The Entertainment District might be a little sketchy. Because
Entertainment is just
towards the end, it's very
Tanjiro really has. But, it is. Yeah.
Like Tanjiro's the guy who gets one of the heads. So, like by himself. I mean, not by himself, but like he, but I don't think he beats the spiders using that logic.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, next is Shinra.
I mean,
I think he gets far, but I don't think
Shinra kind of reminds me of if Ed's Tanjiro but better, but Shinra's Tanjiro but worse, but still competent.
I don't think Shinra's Tanjiro, but worse. I think Shinra is just Tanjiro.
I think Tanjiro has more like that like not killer instinct. That's like the opposite of what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, as much as like Shinra is strong, he like doesn't impress me very much. Other than like whenever he like really gets locked in and he has like the super powerful Adola burst. Like that's super cool. But most of the fights he does, I feel like Tanjiro could do easier.
I think he loses in the village, in the swordsmith village, when he's got to get all the scrunks, when like all four of them are on him. I think that's where he loses.
Whenever he gets drug into the shadow realm or whatever.
Because like he can do all the other stuff. I think it's just like I'll think he'll get like frustrated when it's like all the fucks. Who would just kind of like outman him, and then
yeah, it checks out.
All right, next we got Denji.
Fucked. He's fucked.
Yeah, he's
I think I'll throw him. I think Mugen Train again. Like I think he's strong enough, but I don't think he's smart enough.
I don't know if he's strong enough. I think the only reason he lives most of the time whenever he fights people is because he can't die.
That's true. Yeah.
That helps, right? Like that we can't like factor that out. But like I think we can't just say
he's no
oh,
samurai
he's
sword guy.
I mean, I guess that's true.
Samurai sword guy would cook. Chainsaw
but
breathing first form. James.
I think he loses at the train.
He would have a super cool looking sword though before he died.
He would have a sick looking sword.
They have polio.
Next is
that packet thing.
Speaking of polio, next we got Hinata from Haikyuu.
Volleyball magic.
This one's weird.
Wind breathing.
Volleyball.
He would have wind breathing.
Actually, we would have wind breathing. Yeah.
Which is a very good breathing style.
Which is, I was gonna say, it's very good for him being Hinata. Yeah, I think he loses to Mugen Train again.
Oh yeah, throw him on the train again.
Yeah.
Next is Kirito. I think he takes it all the way.
Oh. Honestly, I think he takes it all the way. Yeah,
but he would use 2 swords because he's cool like that.
Yeah, he would use. Yeah, he would be like Tengen. He'd use 2 swords.
Also, using 2 long swords is like the dumbest idea you can ever have in your entire existence.
It's not very bright.
Like they're so big, they're huge, and you're just like,
you can't balance that. Yeah.
They call him John Samurai Sword Guy.
They tend to call him John Samurai Sword Guy.
Next is Kafka, and hear me out, he's cocked from the beginning.
Oh yeah, he's fucked.
Hold on, why?
When he's not a kaiju, he's terrible.
When he's not a kaiju, yeah.
He's not like the worst.
Yeah, he literally is.
Yes, he is.
But we got 2 years. We got 2 years. 2 years.
2 years for what?
Got 2 years. Got 2 years. Think about this. Think about the shit you could do in 2 years.
He's like 40. He might keel over.
I was gonna say he might.
So is like
the way people
so like
the length of time people live.
Guillaume's the strongest one, and he's 40, I think.
Yeah, but he started when he was like 12.
I was gonna say Guillaume's been big and Guillaume's been strong since he was like.
Kafka's gonna be jacked by the end of it, and then he's gonna lose in the trial. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm ready for this. And an anime end.
I think he breaks the rock for all it's worth. I think he breaks the rock.
Yeah, I think he breaks the rock.
Yeah. Next is Sungjin Woo.
I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's pretty smart. They call him John Sword back in the olden days.
Yeah, I
don't know what breathing style he'd have.
I think he takes
Monarch breathing.
Level up magic.
You're thinking of Black Clover magic right now?
What?
Because you keep going whatever magic.
I don't know why I said magic. I
You're thinking
said
of Black
magic.
Clover. You're so Black Clover pilled these days.
I am. Black Clover's really good. Level up
phrase for the first time the other day. Someone saying something pilled, and like I didn't know what it meant, and I didn't know it even existed until you just I didn't know people actually used that until you just said
I use it quite a few times. I just don't use it around y'all, I guess. Next is Aaron.
I think he's fucked, honestly, because I don't even know what kind of breathing style he'd have.
Big ass breathing.
Yeah, big ass man breathing.
Beast breathing.
Big ass summon. No, he would have beast breathing.
When would he be fucked?
Beast breathing.
I don't know. I have no idea. I think he'd be fine.
Because he just.
I was gonna say. I think he's fine. I think
he's smart.
I'm really laying into these breathing styles. I don't know when what would he have? Beast breathing? Would he have? I think he would have beast breathing.
Yeah, so I don't think we really care. I mean, I haven't really been thinking about the breathing styles at all.
I have. That's everything I've been thinking about, in fact, which is why I thought Asa was going to do so good because he's good with a sword. And same with Kirito. Oh yeah, well, I mean, he loses eventually, but
yeah, I think Aaron's fine.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of like plot beats and stuff.
Me too.
That's what we did last. That's what we did for ReZero, so that's what I'm doing for this too.
All right. Itadori.
Well, ReZero, it wasn't. We didn't have to change their powers, but yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I think he's too stupid. Well,
he's so strong for no reason.
He is extremely strong for no reason.
Without I think he loses an entertainment district. I think he loses an entertainment district. I just don't think he's like that. That's a little above his pay grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lloyd from Spy Family.
I'm gonna glaze real quick. I think Lloyd wins because he's like,
that's
not only is he extremely smart, but he's also like probably we haven't seen him like with a shirt off or anything, but he's probably jacked. He's really strong. What?
Hold on.
He's really strong, and he's actually quite physically good. So I think Lloyd. Yeah, he would have Twilight breathing. No, he wouldn't. He'd gun breathing first form. Yeah, he'd be like
American breathing.
American breathing first form.
Yeah, I'd say he wins. That's fine.
I think Lloyd wins.
Frieren. She's a great mage.
I think she wins personally. I mean, like she's pretty strong.
Yeah, I'll go for that. I don't really care that much about Frieren, to be fair. So
fair enough.
She's like low key smart too, so she can figure it out.
Usato from Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. He's cocked.
Yeah.
His whole thing is healing magic, and he can't do that.
I mean, well, if we're talking about 2 years, he can. Like, that's at the end of Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. You never finished it, so you don't know what happened. But
I mean, like, he won't be able to use healing magic because he's just not going to be able to use healing magic because it's not a thing.
Well, he would have healing breathing. Obviously, he would have healing breathing, and at the end of the series, he can punch people with healing punch strunk, and then at the end, so then he would have an attack to do after 2 years.
I know.
You've watched you finished it?
No, I just know that.
Okay, cool. I don't think.
I don't think he makes it far at all.
Kind of smart. Why?
He's just some guy.
He's got 2 years. What the fuck? Yeah, so was Tanjiro. Tanjiro was just some guy, and then he had 2 years, and he's
but Tanjiro didn't have a qualm about killing demons. Usato's weird.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's like, I don't wanna hurt people. I'm just gonna heal people. I'm a little bitch.
He doesn't have the choice. That's healing magic is the only thing he was given.
Yeah, but he didn't have to be a bitch about it.
He wasn't a bitch about it.
He was.
Could use like a gun or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
moving on.
Momo and Okarun. Both together, all of them together.
I think they're fine.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
Yeah, I think they're good. To be frank.
Well, yeah, I would. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
They can entertain my district.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
All right. Next is the old Dave Meister.
Okay. Let me think about this. He's smart enough.
Hold on, I gotta take this call for realsies this time.
What the fuck?
Nope. You know what time it is.
You do not call me. If I see your dumbass, your thing for me is the sheep. If I see that sheep on my phone,
don't joke with me, lad.
Yeah, if I see his ass.
Awful. Actually, that was really bad. Don't joke.
If I see that dumbass sheep, I swear to fuck, I'm leaking your number.
Don't joke with me, lad. What?
I'm gonna put my phone up on screen so you can see.
Squid. Throw the number, the Pillsbury 68's number on screen. Throw the old.
I will put my phone on screen so they can see the number. Which adds extra editing on Jacob's part because he'll have to blur it. Unless you're okay with your phone number being.
Who gives a shit?
Okay, I mean, you said I could do it.
This is fantastic. I'm glad we're getting this quality HCast content. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not subscribed to the HCast, I just wanted to say, what the fuck are you doing with your lives? You should be subscribed to the HCast. The HCast is your go-to anime podcast where we talk about, I forgot the rest of the description. But it's fantastic. I mean, have you been enjoying this episode so far? It's one of the episodes of the HCast. Exactly one, no more, no less. Because as we say on the HCast, we can't promise quality, but we can promise quantity. One. So if you've been enjoying this episode, please consider hitting that good old subscribe button. We would really greatly appreciate it. Smack the like button. You got to do that. Turn on the old notification bell where you can stay updated on all the latest HCast content. Releasing every Thursday, Friday. All 85 of them. Releasing every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Probably not Wednesday because we just wait till Thursday to upload it. But it would be great if you could
I don't remember agreeing to this new schedule. I don't know what he's
Anyway,
talking about.
thank you all for doing. Well, I'm talking about how we're always late to upload.
I was not paying attention.
It comes up whenever.
I was paying
Thank you all. Please subscribe to the HCast.
Take it easy.